There's just an area just here where it's not quite backfilled yet, and it was just wedged down there. Had a right job getting to it. It's right down at the bottom of the pond. Welcome back, guys. Bit of a depressing start to this one. So I've just been to my lad's school, my eldest lad. He's had an award ceremony at school, just for some achievements at school what he's picked up, so been down to that. And then I've come up to the pond to check on fish, looking around, and I couldn't see one at fish. I was looking all around corners at pond and I couldn't see it anywhere, so I went round back, couldn't see anything there, so I looked round side, beside what's between my shed and my pond wall, and there's a bit of an area where I'm not quite backfilled yet, and unfortunately just down in between that area what had not been backfilled, fish were just wedged down there. All side at pond wall is bone dry, so it's got to have happened between this morning and now, because it was in there when I uncovered it this morning. So spin around and see which one it is. So unfortunately it's the Chagoi what I had off Chris from Man the Black Shields. So sorry, Chris. It's in the right state. Definitely took a battering on way over at wall. Probably side at pond wall a few times. Lost quite a lot of scales. Definitely been stressed and it's scraped and it's in a right mess. God. Not what I wanted to come back to at all. Yeah, so Chris, I'm so sorry. So sorry about that, buddy. I just don't understand it, just cannot understand when it could have happened. But yeah, I'll show you where I found it. So come round back up pond, and then just in between shed and pond here, there's just an area just here where it's not quite backfilled yet, and it was just wedged down there. Had a right job getting to it. It's right down at the bottom of the pond, just down there. But like I say, all pond wall and everything's bone dry. So it's not happened while I've been out for the last hour or so. There's no water in its shed, so unless it's totally cleared this bit, but even still you'd have thought you'd have seen some water there. There was nothing whatsoever. Damn it. So yeah, now I need to find out why it's jumped in first place. So I'm going to take a mucus scrape of it, see if I can find anything on the fish itself. I am going to scrape some my fishing pond, see if I can find anything untoward, but I've not seen any unusual activity from them to indicate there's a problem. So I'm going to scrape that one and see if I can see anything on it, and I'll scrape a few of these as well, and I'll come back to you guys. So the mucus sample I've taken from the fish, that's all clear. I've got a water test going at a minute, to see what they come up like. I'm pretty sure they'll be perfectly fine though, because I only did them Sunday, and everything were absolutely spot on. So I'm going to take a gill sample from the fish and have a look at that under microscope, see if there's any indications on that under microscope. And then I'm also, like I say, I'm going to scrape a few more fishing ponds as well, to see if we can find anything. But at the minute it is very strange. So I shall come back to you once I find out a bit more, guys. Right, I've finished all my tests and everything now, guys. It's getting quite late now. I've had a lot to get through, a lot of checks to do. Checked all my water parameters, scraped a few fish. Can't see anything whatsoever on the fish, nothing whatsoever. My water parameters, ammonia was 0.06 on the Hannah checker. Now my nitrite, well, let me tell you first, my chlorine is 0.2. 0 should I say, not 0.2, it's 0. Now my nitrite, now that is possibly another thing that may have caused it, maybe some irritation or something like that. My nitrite is at a level of 0.25. Whether that's enough, I suppose it is enough, isn't it really? It is enough to cause some irritation and cause flashing or something like that. But I mean, my nitrite is, since the pond's been up and running, or should I say since I've been having all the issues, since I've gone through new pond syndrome, and since I've been having the issues with the filter, what have you, my nitrite is never come below 0.2. It just doesn't go below 0.2. And you know, I don't know why. I don't know if it's even possible to get, you know, a reading of 0. Well, you're not going to get a complete reading of 0, are you? Because bacteria is constantly being reproduced and consumed and whatever. So I mean, if you guys know what sort of acceptable level of nitrite is, then let me know on that one. But yeah, I mean, I suppose nitrite could have caused some irritation and caused it to jump. I don't know. I think I'm going to add a bit of salt into water, just to negate any effects of the nitrite to the fish. I just need to work out how much to put in. I'm not going stupid levels. I'm not going into, you know, your zones here, 0.3s and stuff like that, because I'm only trying to protect them against nitrite, and you don't need a level of 0.3 just to protect them against nitrite. So so yeah, I'm gonna get it worked out how much salt I need to put in pond to negate those levels, and get some salt put in, I think. Other than that, I don't know, I'm baffled. You know, I don't know what else could be causing it. So anyway, I think I'm going to leave that one here for today. I still need to do something with that fish. Right, I'm going to leave that here for tonight, guys, and I shall probably pick back up with you. Well, it's not even going to be a week now because we're on Wednesday today. So I shall try and pick up with you again before the National. So I'll be going on Sunday. So yeah, I'll catch you in a bit, guys. Good morning, guys. Just doing the daily commute now. heading over out into the Peak District just to carry on with a bathroom job what I've been on. So yeah, I mean, following on from yesterday, if things couldn't get any worse. So not only did I lose the Chag yesterday.
Take the next left onto Church Street South, then turn right onto Byron Road.
Bleeding sat nav. Not only did I lose that Chago yesterday, but yesterday evening I also had...
Take the next left onto Bacon's Lane.
Shut up, woman. But yesterday I also had an email from Quenny stating
in a quarter of a mile, turn left onto Baden Powell Road.
What I had in quarantine, the Tancho Sankey, that had also passed too. It was still in quarantine in one of the polytunnels, but unfortunately,
in a quarter of a mile at the roundabout, take the second exit onto White Coats Lane.
Tunnels suffered an unfortunate power failure, which ultimately caused one or two of the vats to malfunction and cause death to the fish. So, unfortunately, one of my fish was in one of those vats. So that's 2 fish I lost yesterday. It's a bit gutting. I'm wondering what's going to be next. They say it comes in 3s. Well, anyway, no we can do about it. It's just how it is. Shit happens. Well, anyway, yeah, they have said that, you know, they can refund me or credit me account. I think what I'm hoping I can do is get my account credited, and then, all being well, if possible, use that credited money to see if I can see a fish that interests me at the National, and hopefully there'll be some good deals on fish there too. So might be able to pick up something of interest. We'll have to wait and see. I emailed Mike back yesterday at Quenny just to find out if that would be possible. We're acting funny here. Yeah, so I emailed Mike just to see if that would be possible, so I'll just have to wait back for a response from him. And like I say, if that's possible, then I should be on the hunt for a new fish at the National. So, but yeah, I mean, still gutting either way, because I was looking forward to receiving that fish. I've been waiting a long time for it, from, you know, being flown in from Japan, and then obviously it's been through its 6-week quarantine period. The ulcer on it had almost healed up, so that makes it even more gutting. So, but what can you do? Anyway, I'm off to work now. I've got a 50-minute drive out into Peaks to plod on with this bathroom job. So I shall catch you later, guys. Good afternoon, guys. Not long since finished work. Come to check on fish. Everything's looking good. Not showing any unusual behaviour, anything like that. I did leave pond half covered while I was at work, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I salted pond last night just to protect them against that little bit of nitrite that's in water. So I dosed it at a rate of 0.002%. At that level, that's enough to protect them up to 1 part per million of nitrite. So if it is the nitrite that's irritating them, then that's going to protect them and prevent any nitrite getting into the bloodstream, which can cause this brown blood disease, and that's something we don't want. So it's salted up to 0.002%, and we shall see how it goes from there. So like I say, everything's looking good, nothing else to report. So with that, I'm going to get off. I'm going to go and get some tea, and I shall catch all you guys at the National. See you later.